Okay, y'all. So, y'all remember the question, right? The question was, who can point me in 2025 to the hem of his garment? That was the question. Why did I want to be led to the hem of his garment? Because I was going through some things where I needed healing. And I read in my Bible that there was a lady who also needed healing because she had an issue of blood, and she had it for a period of time. She had spent all of her money. She had visited all the doctors, and none of them were able to help her in her situation. But one day she heard about a man, and she made up in her mind that, you know what, I got to get to him. And if and when I get to him, I know that he has healing power. Now, the story goes on. We're going to read the story because I want y'all to know, look, this ain't just off the top of me. This is in the word. So she goes on. She presses her way through a crowd of people. She touches Jesus' garment. Didn't even touch him. Touched his garment, his article of clothing that he was wearing. And Jesus felt it. Now, mind you, I said he was in a crowd, right? He was surrounded by people on every side, all around him. And so he asked, well, who touched me? His disciples looked around, and they're like, sir, you surrounded on every side. What you mean, who touched you? How would we know who the exact person was that touched you when people are everywhere? There is a crowd. And just like, no, I felt something leave me when someone touched me. It's one person in this crowd that touched me differently. That's a whole word. Somebody better catch it. Somebody in this crowd touched me in such a way. They touched me with faith. They didn't just touch me because they wanted to be around me. They wanted a selfie with me. They wanted to post about me. They was a spectator. That wasn't a touch. This was a faith touch. And so he stopped the procession. And he said, who touched me? People looking around, we don't know. Peter's looking at Mark and Matthew and Luke and John. And they all like, we don't know. What? I don't know. Who touched you? Who was it? Finally, the woman speaks up and she said it was me. And then she proceeds to tell Jesus her story. And what does he tell her? In return, he tells her, woman, your faith has made you whole. In the midst of a crowd, in the midst of all the other people, in the midst of him being actually going someplace that he had a destination he was trying to reach. He was going to heal someone else. He didn't even have old girl on his mind or his radar or his agenda.